up, YouTube? Thank you for joining me again on my channel. Today I plan on doing a glittery gold champagne-y color eye and probably a red lip, really in like the holiday-esque theme, that funness. Just like every other makeup video I do, I'll be looking over here at my mirror and not so much at the direct camera. Two things I have to point out. Number one is Josh is looking over us in the back. Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills quarterback. I don't know. It's my husband's thing. He wants him looking. I don't know. Anyways. And then Santa's corner is over here with all of our kids' toys. So don't mind any of that mess, that Christmas clutter. It is what it is. But okay, so we're going to go in and we're going to just clip our hair back, kind of get it out of our face a little bit. These little baby hairs are growing back in. I'm so happy. So yeah, like I said, we're going to be doing like kind of a gold or shimmery eye. My main focus is going to be like with the e.l.f. Liquid eyeshadow, the glittery one. That's going to be like the show today. And I'm excited to use that again. I'm also testing out the Colourpop Wild Nothing palette. Let me take out the little paper thing. So it looks like this. If you haven't seen it, I haven't really played with it much, but it has a whole bunch of good, like, nice warm neutrals in there that we're going to be using today. And then a red lip. So let's go ahead and get in. I'll start with my normal primer, just the e.l.f. Putty primer. I don't know why I always wear like my hoops for videos with my little earpiece or my AirPod. I hate it. Like I hear it kind of like touch against the hoops touch against the AirPod and it drives me bananas. So if you guys can hear it, let me know and I will stop using it. Every time that I go to edit my videos, I don't hear it. But if you can hear it, let me know. Okay, so next I'm debating. I think I want to do eyes first and then go into the face. That's usually kind of how I like to do it if I know that I'm going to be using glitter. I'm just going to use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer to prime my eyes. But yeah, anytime that I go in with like glittery shadows, I like to knock my eyes out first. So just in case if there is fallout, I can go ahead and clean it up before it gets on my foundation. Now I know that you can do like the whole setting powder type trick, like where you can bake and then you can brush it off, but I don't know. I just always like to just knock my eyes out first. Okay, so for the first part of this eye look, we're gonna go in with the top down shade up here. We're just gonna throw that in the crease real quick. I'm just using a Real Techniques brush. Quite a bit of kick up with that, but that's okay. So we just want to get like a good starter, nothing too crazy yet. And then now we're gonna do Come Together down here, a little bit darker. I swear my nose doesn't itch at all day until I start filming. It drives me crazy. Isn't there like an old wives' tale for that? Is that a thing? Or is that like your hand itching? Is it your hand itching and then you get like money, or? I think. I like to ramble during these videos, so if that bothers you, I apologize. Okay. Now we're gonna go in. Oh, I really like a lot of these. These are nice. Okay, let's just go ahead. I'm gonna take a different brush, a little bit more of an angled brush, and go in No Bounds and try to warm up or like really shadow up that crease. Get some definition going there. So are you guys done with your Christmas holiday shopping? We pretty much are. I think I'm just picking up some like last minute stocking stuffers for my kids and my husband. But other than that, everybody else is done. There's like a couple of things that are going to be delivered late to people because of like Amazon or whatever else. But other than that, we're pretty much done. I'm very excited. So I know that we're going to go in with the e.l.f. Liquid eyeshadow, but I do want to test out one of these shimmers just for fun. Let's go in with Spirited. This just looks, oh, I'm touching that one. Oh, that's nice. It's like a weird kind of like texture. Yeah, that's really cool. I like that. It's like, it's just like their other like Super Shock shadow texture. That's really hard for me to say. Super Shock shadow texture. Say that 5 times fast. It's kind of, if you can see, I don't think it's gonna pick up on camera, but it's like a pretty like emollient, I think is what the word is I'm looking for here. But it's kind of like the M word, like moist. Ugh. I hate saying it. Oh, I really like that. I like that a lot. And then we're gonna go in with Coastline. Kind of just throw that up here in the front just a little bit. I'm gonna add more in here in a minute, but just make sure it's nice and bright up front. Man, I really like that Spirited. I really do. That's nice. Okay. So now we're gonna go in with the star of the show, the e.l.f. Flirty Birdy shadow. And how I like to do this is just go directly right on the eye and add it, and then I will blend it in with my finger. Man, so this shadow and the one from the palette are very similar. Like not in like texture or anything like that, but like color wise, it's pretty spot on. That's pretty cool. Okay. Now we're gonna let that kind of dry for just a second, and then we're gonna go back into the No Bounds and throw some of that back into the crease on the corners there. And I don't want to swipe, I just want to kind of press it there to add that texture or the definition back in. But I don't want to sweep because it's gonna kick off some of that glitter. I like that. Okay, we're gonna finish it here in a minute. I'm gonna go in with the Rare Beauty eyeliner real quick. Just gonna do hopefully a thin line. My plan is to do a thin line. Let's see how this goes. Okay. So now we're gonna kind of leave the eyes how they are, and we're gonna go in with the face real quick. I really like that palette. I really do. I haven't tried it before. This is my first time. So if you have tried it before, tell me what is your favorite shade in there. So now with the face, we already have it primed. So we're going to go right into the foundation. This is just Avon Cashmere Complexion. It's got like doe foot applicator. And we're just going to So we're kind of going with the full coverage look today, to go kind of with the eyes and the lip. Like if you know me, you know I like kind of sheer to light coverage foundation, but today we're gonna switch it up. This one doesn't, honestly, it doesn't feel like it's very heavy. So you get like you get the perks of a full coverage foundation without feeling like you have full coverage foundation on. Like if you've tried the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation, I think personally that doesn't, to me, feel like it is a full coverage foundation. Like it doesn't feel like it. It looks like it. Like it looks beautiful, effortless on the skin, but it doesn't feel like when you're applying it, it doesn't feel like it is full coverage. Because I've tried some before, and I think that's what deterred me from full coverage, is they just felt thick and felt just miserable. Like I don't like the, what is it called? Is it the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation? Is that what it's called? Not a fan. Like that's too thick for me. It looks good, but it feels thick, and that just completely, like, it doesn't matter how beautiful that foundation is. If I don't like the way it feels, I'm not in it. So, oh, my nose is so itchy. We're gonna go ahead and add a little bit more, just because I am breaking out like a crazy person right now. It is bad. So I did a 5K this morning. Like I usually do like a Sunday 5K, but this one was like an actual race, and it was the first race 5K that I've done, I think, since I was in high school. So like at least 10 years ago. But it went well. It was fun. It was, yeah, it was fun. But it was super windy. And like cold wind, which usually I like running in the cold. Like I'm from Indiana. I like the cold. But this was like different level type of wind. It is West Texas wind, and it is no joke. So that was kind of crappy, like to run into, but then on the way back it was nice because then you had like the wind behind you. So, that's always a nice little boost. Okay, so we're gonna leave that be. I'm pretty happy with how that coverage is. Now we're gonna go in, do some concealer under the eyes, and then we're gonna spot conceal. And what I've been liking to do lately is just kind of, going around the blemishes that I need to conceal. And then I will let that concealer kind of sit there for a minute, just to like warm up into the skin. So I'll go in and I'll blend out like my under eye concealer, and then I'll go in with my face. And then if I don't mention what like products or brushes I'm using, I'll add them down below. I just kind of get in the zone sometimes. But yeah, I also ran that 5K with a migraine. And I still have one, so this like the lights just really aren't doing me good, but it's like one of my like more bearable migraines. So, and sometimes I feel like, there's like two different types of migraines for me. It's like the type that is like, bearable, and then I want to kind of get myself around and make myself feel better by getting ready and stuff, and it kind of, with my medication and stuff, it kind of helps. And then there's other times where my migraines are just like, yeah, you're just gonna go to bed. You're gonna be in a dark room, and you're going to bed, and that's it for your day. But I'm appreciative of the migraines that let me still do stuff, so. Okay. I always like overly blend my concealer to the point where it's like, why did you put concealer on? Because you basically blended it away, but I will blend forever. Now we're just gonna set real quick with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I'm gonna throw that in under the eyes. And just remember for the eyes, when you are setting them and when you're blending out concealer, always look up to get in those like the fine lines that you'll have, because they will crease. If you're looking down, they're gonna crease. Let me just tap out just a little bit more. That's like the one thing about loose setting powders that drive me nuts, is like having to tap them out. It drives me crazy. I do like the Becca, what is it, the Hydra Set? Is that what it's called? It's like a weird, like it feels pretty cool. It's like a cool kind of watery type feel setting powder, and it has this nice like netting to where you just like dip your brush in it and it, like the product comes out. I think I need to pick that up again. Come to think of it, I did really like that when I tried it. I definitely used it up, which is shocking for a setting powder for me. Now we're going in with the the Balm Bahama Mama bronzer. I always like to bronze up my forehead to kind of make it all seamless. Onto the cheeks. And then we're gonna go in with the Tarte Glisten blush. This is shimmery, so I'm only gonna use a little bit because I don't want a super shimmery like blush, like a little bit of a glow, but not too much. Because we are gonna add a highlighter, but I don't want too much shimmer for my okay. Now we're gonna go in with the Becca Lilac Geode. This is so pretty. Like, it's a little intimidating because it's purple, like it looks purple, but I swear when you put it on, it is not purple. This is what it looks like. My friend Katrina, she got it for me for Christmas, and I've been using it so much, like day to day, like not even just like for filming or, you know, whatever. It's nice just for day to day. Like it's so pretty. It looks pretty, like pretty highlighting when like in front of my lights. But I personally I like to try new things, but I am also very much a creature of habit, so I like to stick with like my comfort zone of highlights, like champagne-y, kind of pearl, kind of a highlight, and that's it. Like, I would not have picked this up like on my own. So thank you, Katrina, for making me get out of my comfort zone a little bit. I'm probably not even knowing it. All right, now we're gonna go into the brows. This is the part that I hate doing the most on camera. So I'm just gonna look in my mirror and go to town real quick. So I could keep playing with my brows like forever. I feel like they can never like get perfect. And then I'm going to go in with the Thrive Liquid Lash Extensions. I just picked this up. I think the hype is there. Like, I think it's worth all the hype that I've been seeing. But I also think that the other mascara that I use, what is it? Double Extend. It's from the drugstore. It's like red and white. I'll link it down below because I can't think of it. I think it's L'Oreal, maybe. Double Extend. I think that's a very good dupe for this. But that one also is a tubing mascara like this, but you do have to do the primer. And then on the other end, it is the normal mascara. So it depends on how many steps you want to do, you know. I think, but I do, like I said, I do think that this is worth the hype. I do think it's good. I just think you can get kind of a very similar effect from the other mascara. Just up to you. And now we're gonna go back in under the bottom lash line real quick, and we're gonna just add a little bit of shadow. So we're gonna go back into the Come Together shade. I know the Beatles song is like stuck in my head. I like to just pinch my eyeshadow brush. And now we're gonna go into the No Bounds, just the smallest amount. Right here into the corner. And then we'll go back into the, was it Coastline? Yeah, Coastline is what we used earlier. That shade. Okay, there we go. I was like, I definitely got that on my inner eyelash. Alright, so just a little inner corner, kind of a highlight. And then we're gonna go in, we're doing the red lip, guys. So I'm just using the Essence Soft Contouring Lip Liner in So Lovesick. This is kind of my go-to. It's definitely like a nice like cherry red for sure. There is that. There's a liner, and then I'll go in with the Milani. What is this? 68? Oh wait, okay. So Matte Iconic is the actual shade number, or the shade name. 68. That's funny. And then I didn't bring out a setting spray, so that's okay. We won't use one right now. And then my hair is always crazy after having that little. Alright, and that's kind of, well, hang on. Okay. And that kind of completes our look. With the red lip, there are some tips and tricks that I have on my 4th of July red lip video. So if you haven't seen it, I'll link that down below too. Feel free to go watch that one. I talk about kind of like, you know, lip scrub and kind of lining and things like that. I really like that lipstick. It's matte for sure, but it doesn't feel matte, if that makes sense. So I would highly recommend the Milani matte line of lipsticks, kind of this one in the gold packaging. I haven't really dabbled into any of their other lines of lipstick, but yeah, I'm really liking this look. Making sure there's no lipstick on my lips or my teeth. But yeah, I really like the eyeshadow palette. I'm definitely gonna keep using that. And I am pretty impressed with how this looks. So yeah, if you like it, go ahead and leave a thumbs up below. Comment on the video which was your favorite product that I used, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.